Hey yo, good morning everybody. What's up? It is bright and early for me, maybe midday for you, maybe evening, depending on where you're at. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? I am very, very, very excited this morning. This is the first time I'm actually getting to sit down and use ZBrush 2018 outside of beta. It's been pretty busy couple of weeks for me, so this is actually the first full-fledged release that I actually get to play with today. And I have loaded my previous config file. Yo, what's up, Video No Man? Thanks, man. Well, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. So I've loaded up my old UI. I think what I'm gonna do is, because I actually don't know where the sculptures button lives, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in here to config. We're gonna restore standard UI. Okay, I'm gonna find my button. Okay, and then if I go to control, I can see the button path is stroke Sculptors Pro. Got it. I can do that. And then I'll go back and load my restore custom UI. Ha ha! That's awesome. Okay, so we're in stroke Sculptors Pro. There it is. Look at that. I need to put that bad boy up here real quick. So just going to do just a little bit of maintenance. I hardly ever use floor, so I think I may actually put it up there. So let's do this. Let's gonna grab enable customize. Let's grab floor, pull that out. We're gonna grab Sculptors Pro and put that out there. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna close this. Nothing crazy. Let's do store config. Yes, that's fine. Right, now I got my Sculptors Pro. Oh, snaps! Alright, today, what we're gonna work on. Let me show you, so today I'm gonna do what we did for the sphere challenge that we did in the beta. Oh, that first sip of coffee is so good. It's so good. So I'm gonna open up the piece that I actually did. I'll show you guys just what I did, and then we're going to do a new one today. Let's do this. Give me one sec. How's everybody else doing today? How's everybody? Coffee. It's so good. It's so good. I think it was this one. Yep, here we go. So this was my first. What? Oh, the other one was save as startup material. Thank you guys. Thank you for so long. So I'm gonna use my basic material as my startup. Oh yeah. Anyways, so here was the first. It totally is, man. It's a game changer. So here's my first attempt at the sphere challenge. Just something pretty standard, I guess. Nothing too crazy, but you can see this was all pulled out from that sphere, basically. So that's what I'm going to do today. We're going to do another version of these. Show you guys how I did it. And you can see it's very much one particular rotation as the render rotation, because like it's not even finished. Bah, bah. Anyways, so this is what we're gonna do today, but the one that we're going to do is a little bit more complicated than this. We're going to do this guy, the good old MC Escher, hand holding a ball. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm not promising that I'll finish it in the 2 hours, but we're at least going to get it rocking. Cool. Let's do this. Alright, so I'm just going to, I'll just do this. I'm just going to grab a new dock. Okay, here is my standard happy-go-lucky thingamajig. Okay, we're going to make this Polymesh 3D. Probably one of the first things I did during the beta was, and I highly suggest this for anybody else, is throw the Activate Sculptress mode on a quick key. For me, I did, so let's do Control-Alt-Click. That will enable the custom keyboard. So then I'm going to do Shift-S. And that's going to be my Sculptress on or off. Let's do this. Alright. So I can go to, let's say, my custom keys aren't, my old custom keys are not set up, so we're going to do that real quick. And then I'll just show you guys what I usually do. You can go with it or not. Do your own thing. So what I do is I'll use clay buildup for A. Move topology is S. H polish is D. Dam standard is F. And then Z modeler is G. And then usually what I do is brush insert primitives is my H button. So I'm going to go to brush. I'm going to grab this one, Alt Control click, and then we'll go H for that guy. Quick question, is there a way to use the relax and polish deformations and have them ignore creased edges? I don't know if you can, I mean, I don't know if you can set that offhand. I don't know if you can set that in the brush, but you could previously maybe do like mask edges maybe. So maybe do like mask by smoothness to mask that edge, you may be able to do, and then just feather out that mask. Might be a way to do it. I'm not sure about actually setting it in the brush settings. Okay, so the basic rules of the challenge were only use Sculptress Pro mode, cannot add any subtools, and try to keep the sphere at least 3/4 intact. That's about it. Alright, let's do this. So we're going to save this MC Escher piece. Escher hand. We're going to do that. And then let's go open this bad boy. Alright. I usually like to try to keep the reference right behind the ZBrush. Oh, polish by features. Yeah, I guess that'll work. There's so many ways to do things. It's crazy. Alright, now I got my see-through mode. This way I can quickly get scale. Alright. Let's put this to 28. Turn it off for the moment. Alright, there's my scale. I think what I'm going to do is just start... Nah, man, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, let's go to clay buildup. My sculptress mode is on. And now I can just get to town. So I think what I'm going to do is just lay out where the thumbs are going to be. Where the thumbs. It's only got one thumb. So here's my mark. That's where my thumb is going to be. Right about, whoa. One's thumb. Alright, so usually what I'll do is if I have something that's one-to-one, I'll just use it, right? Now what I can do is, let's go to snake hook. Let's turn off RGB, and let's just pull this. This way we can get the proportions correct, and then we'll just sculpt from there. It's funny, you know, in all the other versions of ZBrush, snake hook was just patiently waiting. Patiently waiting. This year, it's the year of the snake hook. I will have my time. This is now snake hook time. He's been waiting forever. So yeah, I'll just kind of block out the overall shape. This will give me snake hook was oh, I used snake hook before for a really quick and easy move tool. Like if I want to make super drastic changes, I would just use the snake hook. Alright, I think that's good enough to start. And I don't know if I want to do... I'm going to go back just a little bit. Is it all the way back there? I'm going to try not to affect that much. Man, that was way back. Okay, we'll do it again. But this time what we're going to do is... Yeah, that's fine. We're going to mask this off first. So I really want to try to keep that topology straight and good. We'll just do that again real quick. Yeah, so I just use it for like a quick and easy move tool. Or if you just want to get geo kind of flowing in a different area, and then just Dynamesh and yeah, she she used the snake hook brush like nobody's tomorrow. But it was a good way to just get forms out into areas that you wanted to get them out into, you know. Yeah, Ashley uses the snake hook quite a bit. Sometimes you can get really nice forms from it when you're extruding. You get some really cool things happening, especially if you're exploratory part of your project. You just kind of coming up with different concepts and stuff. It can be really useful for happy accidents and just getting things kind of moving, you know? I'm going to try to keep some of these outer forms just to help kind of dictate where those pieces are going to be. Okay, that's a start. Looks like dookie, but we'll keep rolling. Yeah, that was the nature of that tool of Dynamesh. It's just mess a bunch of things up, and then go to town. You know. Okay, so let's say that maybe this is a little bit more far forward of where this guy's going to be. Alright, and then I would say we'd just start blocking out some of this form back here. I forgot to put on backface mask. Awesome. Let's do that again. And I don't have Sculptus Pro on. Cool. So we're going to turn that on. Why is it not going on for this guy? That's weird. Why can't I turn him on for clay buildup? Anybody have an idea why I may not be able to turn on Sculptus Pro for clay buildup? Because it has backface mask on? No. Yes. Interesting. If I turn on backface mask, it doesn't let me activate Sculptus Pro. That's interesting. I did not know that. That's okay. It's alright. We'll just do it the old way until we get some thickness. And then we'll just activate Sculptus Pro again. Yeah, that's weird. Learn something new every day. I just want to add a little bit of thickness here before we get rolling. Alright, and then we can turn off backface mask. We'll turn that back on. There we go. Alright. There we go. Nice. Looks like a turkey. Huh. Okay, so this is thumb. I'm just gonna real quick just try to block out how this is gonna work. Just 4A, so it was just, that was the initial challenge, was just from a sphere. I mean you could do it from anything. Just the initial challenge was doing it from a sphere. That was their Pixelogic's theme, I guess you could say. So let's do. So what does Sculptress Mode do? For anybody who is new to 2018, basically what it does is it kind of auto-tessellates as you sculpt with most brushes based on your brush size. So you see the topology here. If I turn my brush size down and it just starts sculpting on here, it'll actually auto tessimate, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, so like even if I'm on another brush like the damn standard and I go way down, right, it will subdivide based on my brush size in real time. And you can go up or down, right? So same brush, right? Or we can use smooth, and smooth will retessimate based on your brush size. So I can go up, or I can go way down. It's amazing. Yeah, I know, the drag rec with alphas. Oh, dude, I would have loved that. Would have loved that. All right, let's use some snake hook and get some more anatomy going. Right. So let's say. Can you see my hand? Yeah, you can see my hand. Good. So these three just basically just come right out. Right. Whew, this is gonna be rough to start. This is gonna be rough. Rough. Real rough. I'm just going to use my move to kind of get these guys a little bit more out here. The Valley of the Suck. Yes, we are deep in the Valley of the Suck right now. Very, very deep. Dude, Ashen, what's up, buddy? How are you, man? Perfect circular holes from the clip and trim brushes. Well, you can with the Boolean features, right? The tentacles is alive! Yo, what's up, Indy? How you doing, man? Alright, we'll see if we can just get some kind of remnants of that this is actually a hand and not a tentacle monster. That's a tentacle monster! So you know what? These guys are probably gonna... There's quite a distance between here. Alright. This is usually, I mean, if you're grabbing something, this is probably going to be quite a distance from there. So this guy we're gonna pull a bit further out here. It looks like my hand after ZBrushing all day. That's pretty much how, this is how my hand feels after ZBrushing all day. Oh, looks like I didn't mask this part. Let's go ahead and make sure this is all masked off. There we go. Alright, let's just get some non-tentacly stuff out here. Looks like the Grinch's hand now, huh? And broken fingers. Yeah. Difference between move and move topological. So that's a great question. Let me do this real quick. I'll show you. I will show you. I had Ashen. This is going to be a hand. This is actually going to... I'm working on MC Escher redo. What's up, Zindo? How you doing? What's up, Pre-Drag? How you guys doing? When I install it overwrite old folders, or will I have two separate folders? From what I believe, non-stopping is that you'll have two different folders. Because I can still run my 4R8, I think. Okay, let's bring this down. This is all going to come down here. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Danny. Moves the entire mesh. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this here. Super quick example. Super quick example. Let's duplicate. Let's move. Let's merge down. That's fine. Okay, so move brush will move both of these at the same time. Move topological will only move the one you click on, even if they're on the same subtool and even if they're the same polygroup. That's move topological. So whichever mesh, complete mesh that you, or separate mesh that you click on first will move. Or regular move moves both of them, whatever's in your brush area. Yes, very, very, very useful. Okay, let's get some actual thickness to these. Whew, looks rough. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be like way down here. All right. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm just gonna hide most of this for a moment. Okay. Now, we can get in here. Okay, that's another good thing to know. Sculptress is off if the mesh is partly hidden. Son of a... That's right. I just need to get in here. Just a little bit. Okay. I think this is probably one of the toughest parts about doing a project like this, is just getting it to look like a hand just to start with. It's going from nothing to, okay, now I got a base. Yeah, Dee Dee, this is the first time I'm running into it, and it's it's a little it's just one of those bumps that you have to deal with, you know. But yeah, I'd like to be able to do it when things are partially hitting too. Let's turn the sculptures back on. See if we can just get some shape here. Probably one of the first things I want to do is just nail, or at least get this shape rocking. This is almost just straight up. If you look at this too, it looks like the finger almost comes like straight back, right? And almost straight up. Here are some refs. Thanks, man. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, here's, we're going to say here's the break between the wrist and the palm. We'll just do this real quick to demonstrate that. Say this is the wrist. Okay. So this one, this guy is actually going to come from closer to that pinky. I think we can actually angle this guy out just a little bit. Yeah, we're far deep into the Valley of Suck right now. We'll get there though. We'll get there. If we widen these up a little bit, maybe it'll start helping. Ooh, that's a broken hand. That's a broken finger. Let's widen this guy up a little bit too. Okay. We start getting a little bit more of that palm in here. Alright, we've got palm. Here's the thumb. Alright, we've got separation of the palm and the thumb. Okay, got the bottom of the hand here. It's starting to look like a hand. Starting to. I think this is going to kind of come this way a little bit. I'm going to take a quick peek. See how the pinky kind of comes in a little bit? Yeah, all this stuff has to come up too. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Let's say like all of this comes up. There we go. And these actually would come back. And get just a little bit of that shape. This is going to come up. These fingers have to come. This is always super rough time. Always super rough. It's okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. And they feel like these really need to be a lot thicker. Let's just see if we can get this overall thickness rolling. Whew. This is always an important time. It kind of tests your resolve. You keeping with something, you know? We believe in you. You can do it. Well, then, when you're doing it live, too, there's a little bit more pressure, you know? And you're doing hands? Why the hell did I do this? Challenging? Yes. Much challenge. All sculptures. This has to come up. Okay, so this one a little bit too long. Let's bring that guy back down. Okay. Let's nail this and then we'll start working that way. Okay, here's first knuckle. Here's knuckle. Here's fingertip. Alright, we can start kind of getting this shape down. Alright, let's work on the thumb shape a little bit. So here's thumb. Here's knuckle. Alright. And then here's that. Okay. So I think we can pull this back just a little bit. Alright. That's getting there, right? We definitely got to work on these, but I feel like this is heading in the right direction. Let's just do that. Okay. Okay. I feel like now if we nail, or at least get the pinky started to be a little bit closer. Alright, here's the break. There's the pinky. You gotta pull this in. Makes you feel like this is a lot closer over here. That's starting to feel like a hand. Actually, maybe what would be handy is if I knew. Alright, let's see. Here's a hand. If I was holding this ball. Alright, so that's the nature of the hand, why we have different sized fingers. If we're looking at it this way, yes, we have different sized fingers, but they're built to different lengths so that when we grip something, it's almost exactly flat here, right? So when we're gripping something like this, these are almost going to be on the same plane, right? That's the idea. So as long as these are somewhat on the same plane, and I actually think that we may want to rotate. The hand. Feels like the hand. No, not really though. I was going to say the hand felt like it's kind of going back a little bit, but it's not. It's actually kind of going straight up. Right? Hmm. Almost looks like these two are almost like the same location, like where these knuckles are, and then this knuckle comes in more, and then this one comes in more. Whew. There's lots to do on this side. Lots to do. Okay, let's say here's knuckle, here's knuckle. This comes down into the hand. This comes down into the hand, the palm. I think actually this guy has got to come out this way. Yeah, I'm just using the standard setting for sculptures. I like to try to kind of figure out how it's working beforehand before I start going messing with it. You know what I mean? All right, let's see where we're at. Let's do another quick comparison here. We'll line up the ball first. Whew, yeah, here we go. Look at this. All that stuff needs to come back. Way too far out is what I'm seeing. It's really important to try not to give up, you know? A lot of times you can get to this, a lot of times you get to this point and you're just like, oh my god, this is so bad. Like, it's really, really important that during these stages you gotta just keep pushing, you know? Just keep pushing. It always sucks in the beginning. Okay, that's there. Okay, I feel like that one's... This is fairly decent placement here. All this stuff has got to go up still. All that goes up. And then this has actually got to go back that way. So it looks like, you know, he's not looking at it straight. He's actually like has it turned a little bit. And I think that's what I'm missing here. Is that these are so far spaced out because this actually comes all this comes this way. It's all about that reference, right? Right, because we're seeing that happen. There we go. There we go. That's what I was missing. Right, now these are... This looks like a thumb still. It's bugging me. Alright, look at the placement, right? So like if we're sitting here, the beginning of the thumb starts here, but the beginning of the pinky starts way up here. Especially, so specifically looking at where the beginning of the pinky begins. Right, so the beginning of the pinky actually begins here. Actually looks quite a bit thinner. That's where the pinky begins, right? We've got bottom of the palm coming in through there. This is also his drawing of his hand too, right? So we got to think about that as well. That it's his interpretation of his hand. Okay. Definitely gonna have to clean up that, but we're getting there. Alright, let's clean up some of these shapes here. I know, right? That's a mind F, right? Okay. Okay, let's grab see if we can nail this first finger now. Just give it some decent thickness. Maybe just smooth it out a little bit. I tend to use inflate a lot more these days, actually. Okay, here's first knuckle. Oop. Let's go fingernail. Let's try to get maybe just the shape of the finger here, so we can kind of get some landmarks going. Alright, here's knuckle. Pad of the finger. You guys nervous for me yet? I don't think he's gonna get it. I don't think he's gonna get it. I don't know, man. He's taking bets on me. I don't know, dude. I don't think he's gonna get it. Yeah, I think the pinky has to come back, you're right. I think it actually comes, if anything, it's going to come back there. Ah, see what you did there, Danny. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Hey, Asgard, what's up, man? Be cool to make a man holding the world. Yeah, like Atlas. That'd be cool. Okay, we are getting there. Okay, here's Knuckle. Let's get the thickness maybe going. You know what the amazing thing about Sculptris Pro is? I haven't had to think about topology once during this whole sculpt. It's amazing, man. Amazing. Okay, let's just see if we can get some kind of form going here. This has to come up. Usually this is on the same level. Haven't had to think about topology once. That is a blessing. So awesome. Get a couple of landmarks going in here just to see. Got some of those dimensions going right. It's not all quads. Fail. You fail the class. Dude, now you sound like my old teachers back in the day. Oof. Something about this area that's really giving me a tough time, man. I think you just got to even all this out. Make it a bit tessellation. Dude, Danny, that is a great quote. These two triangles kissing. Okay. Slowly but surely. Okay, here's... Okay, we got Knuckle. We got Knuckle. We got Knuckle. Alright? We've got Knuckle. Okay, we've got tendons. 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 Oh, we're getting there. It actually feels like a hand from this side. Slowly but surely. Alright, time check. Alright, we are an hour in. Okay. Quirds. That's awesome. Okay, I feel like it's starting to look like a hand. I think we've definitely got a ways to go, but at least it's starting to head in the right direction, or hand in the right direction. And I actually think maybe this can come. It's pretty cool actually that Sculptors throws in some quads to, or do they? See, is there any quads in here? Yeah, they do, look. You're correct. There's a quad right there. Look at that little quad. Look at that little quad over there. Look at that guy. Huh? Just hanging out. What are you doing here, quad? Get out of here. That's not your party. God. Couple quads there. This ain't your show, bro. God. Okay. Let's start seeing if we can get some of these actual shapes going correctly here. Maybe trying the quads trying to fit in. Duh. It's not your show, bro. Get out of here. It's just my time to shine. As long as we keep away from the cactus spray. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can just get these bad boys to be closer to the correct shape here. Now that we got, I feel, the placement fairly well, I still don't feel great about this part, but I think, and these knuckles, I'm not too happy with it, but we're getting there. We got kind of, oh, don't crash on me. Oh, thank you. Let's save real quick. Okay. Alright, let's put in some anatomy locations now, some landmarks. Okay. Not yet. Can't do it yet. Don't you love when you get to a point where you're like, alright, I'm gonna do this thing, and then you decide to do something else really quick? The whipping cream brush. Okay. Dude, look at that Frankenstein. There's like Frankenstein knuckle out there. The Franken knuckle. Whew. Whew. I'm gonna bring this guy back too. I know, right? This is the same thing for me. Man, I really wish you could hide that sphere. Really wish you could hide that sphere. Oh well. We'll make do. We will make do. Okay, see if we can get... Now make a Dragon Ball Z star on it, right? See if we can just get some of these shapes going a little bit better in here. Get a little bit of depth going. I have yet to worry about topology once. God, it's just so awesome. Okay, let's start fixing these shapes here. Just kind of get that a little bit more of a freaking tube shape, not something that's looking like that. Okay, landmarks. Knuckle. Fingertip. Actually, knuckle. Knuckle. Fingertip. All right. Separation. That's way too wide. Let's just... Alright, we're getting there. Ugh, still pretty. Alright, I gotta look at the length of the fingers. I feel like from this side, the length of the index finger looks okay. I feel like maybe this guy actually has to come this way a little bit more. This has got to come back. This got to come this way a little bit. We're not out of the Valley of Suck yet, guys and gals. Not out yet. We are actually far from out. Like far from Nugan. But we are far from giving up. What's up, Seagull? How you doing, man? We are living in the Valley of the Suck at the moment. Big Valley of the Suck. Trying to get some good proportion going for fingers. Hands are like already hard. Why do I torture myself like this? I don't know. Why do I keep torturing myself with hand sculpts? It's getting there. Yeah, we gotta learn how to get out of the valley. But also be comfortable and know that the valley's not forever. From torture comes glory. That's another good one too. What's up, Craig? How you doing, man? Okay, let's see if we could just get some of these sausage shapes into something that half resembles an actual finger. Maybe that's kind of the next part where... Okay, got that, we got that, and we got that. Let's... Good, man. It's awesome. This is my first go at the full-fledged ZBrush 2018. I got to use it for a bit during the beta, but this is one of my first go-rounds of my own personal full license. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, let's go knuckle. Let's go knuckle. Let's go knuckle. Knuckle. Okay, we got knuckle. Actually, knuckle. 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 Alright, so then we've got crease. Crease. Okay, cool. We've got... So here's knuckle. Crease is usually not quite exact opposite of it. Yeah, I wish I could hide that sphere right now. That'd be really helpful. Okay. Maybe this actually comes down too far. Might be it. Okay. I think we should try to clean this up a little bit here. And build this thumb out touch. Okay. So we've got usually wider, a little bit skinnier here, wider. Okay. Getting there. Let's clean this up a little bit. Okay. We're getting there. Maybe this needs a little bit more thickness. Uptime. What's uptime? What's uptime? Okay. We've at least got a hand. We've got about 40 minutes. I usually only keep these to about a couple hours. I don't spend too much time on them and still go hang out with the family. And but you guys are my family too. What's up, Nano? How you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. Something about this is still bugging me. Something about that is still bugging me. Let's see. Oh, I know. I know one of the things. What's up, Morty? How you doing? We've got usually some weirdness going on in here with the different depths. Right, I think that's one of the things that's been bugging me. It's a handful. It's a handful. Alright, let's put in some anatomy locators here. So I think here is where the finger actually starts. Feels about right. Okay, let's actually take a look at this padded area here. We're going to have some form differentiation there. There, so now we're adding a little bit of this like actual thickness in here, and I think that's helping. Right, pad of the palm, pad of the palm. I think that was one of the things that was missing, is just the thickness of the palm right there. That helps out tremendously. Yeah, that feels a little better. Okay, let's do... This is probably one of the bigger parts of the back of the hand that's kind of more prominent, is that middle knuckle. Okay, we got this one kind of coming in this way. And this one is going to be coming in this way. Alright, so we got some of these subtle forms happening. Alright, I feel like the plane of the hand here kind of comes in. Alright, we got this knuckle here, it's kind of coming through this way. Now if we just do a quick, not like that. Bloody hands. Well, underneath the skin we all got bloody hands, right? I think here's one of the culprits. Is this the thickness and interaction between these two fingers are really... Let me make sure that there's enough, the thickness of the palm here. Yeah, what's up, Blans? How you doing, man? I can't say that I've ever like woke up and played dodgeball. I think ever in my life. Let's try to... Is there a way to get to that? I don't know. We'll see. Let's try doing this real quick. Haha! I don't have to use Sculptress here. I can just use regular brushes, which is fine. I think that by me getting... Aha, here we go. Whoa, let's go. Let's get rid of that guy. Now I think we can get some movement going, okay? So we've got our... Right, one major excuse me, major wrinkle that comes through here, kind of terminates there. Right, we've got another one that comes from here across like that. Got this one that comes like this. Okay, now we got that. We can go look at the pads of the fingers. should be across here. And then actually coming down through this piece here. Look at that, it's a palm. God, I love the moment where you're just like, everything's like, sucks. Oh, I can't, oh, it looks like crap. And then you're like, oh look, that's a freaking palm. I did it. We're getting out of the valley of suck. I can see light at the end of the tunnel. Sorry. Alright, so now we can start getting like these like nice little shapes happening. See what that looks like now. Oh, we're getting there. Look at that. We're getting there. Ooh, that thumb. Now it's the thumb that looks pretty bad. Yeah, just a moment. Dude, you just never know when you're going to get out of the valley. You know? You never know. I think this can be a little bit thicker. Okay, I feel like this guy can be a little bit thicker. Now we're actually starting to get somewhere. And it's always like around that 2-hour mark, I feel like. You're like, sweet, things are going finally the way I want them to. And you're like, ah, no, just kidding. Time's up. No! We still got a long way to go, but I think I'm starting to see a little bit of the red wax spirit spared me this time. Nice. I think this interaction's a little bit weird. I feel like we're getting there. We are getting there. Just maybe soften some of this stuff up now. See where we're at. I think it was really that the thickness in between the palm and the knuckle here. It was really kind of that aha moment, and added a little bit more of that lifelikeness. Get a little bit of this back. Shape should be good. Okay. We're getting closer. We are getting closer. I feel like maybe we can even pull this skin out just a bit. Okay, let's work on the shape of this finger, because this finger is now bugging the crap out of me. It's like flat. When I'm doing organic stuff, I'm definitely, like, anytime I can not worry about the technical side of things is better for me. So this sculptress mode is a freaking godsend for me. I don't have to worry about topology at all. I have not once thought about my topology. Other than like when I'm smoothing, you know? Like right now. We gotta go red. Should we go red wax real quick? See what it's like? Whoa! Woo! Woo! Actually, you know what? That actually... Hold on a second. Feel like... that may have actually shown me some things. Yeah, the width of the hand. That actually may have done something beneficial. Right? Either that or I'll use like a blend or something so I can... Actually, you know, this one actually isn't too bad either. Oh, there's still something here that's really bugging me. Alright, I'm going to even out some of the topology here. Kind of get back to some of the subtle forms. You can just clean it up a bit. Kind of bring it all into the same living space. Banana's holding the coconut. Alright, let's see if we can get some of these landmarks coming in here just to start refining a little bit of these shapes a little more. Okay, we got here, we got here. It's even worse. No, I got the perfect reference right here, man. So this is my reference along with this one. Dude, this guy's got a really... Look at that thumb. Holy bejesus, that's a long thumb. MC Escher was weird. Maybe that's why he was so good. He just had weird, like, hand anatomy. Alright. Now we're working on secondary forms. Seeing if we can get a little more... less tentacly and more... fingery. Fingery. I've actually, a while back, I realized how much I sucked at hands. So I decided one of the things that I should do is get better at hands. Get better at the things that you suck at. So I've actually been sculpting hands for quite a while now. And I'm much more comfortable these days doing hands. Let's see if we can just block in some fingernails here. Tentacle thumbs to wrap around it for better. Right. Tentacle thumb man, tentacle thumb man. Doing things that tentacle thumb man can. Guys, remember that song, Triangle Man? Triangle Man, Triangle Man, doing things that triangles can. Universe Man, Universe Man. Was that Professor, what was his name? I feel like most of artists say this fairly regularly, even if they practice hands a lot. Yeah, that's true, right? Tentacle thumb man, tentacle thumb man. That's right. Touching my eyelids. Yeah, man. Sometimes that personal reference is, right there and underutilized. Doing things that Tentacle Man does. Alright. We'll just... should get some kind of plane change in there. Okay. Hey, doing hand sculpts from scratch are, I feel, is kind of a dying form. A lot of AAA studios these days are really... a lot of their anatomy work is actually from scans. So most of the time, this would be irrelevant work. But for me, it's nice to practice, just to keep up with my own anatomy practice, I think it's important to keep those skills honed, because let's say even if your studio's doing mostly scans, you still have to know what looks right, You got to be able to figure out why something may look right and why something may not look right. So I think it's still important to know, even though most of the time you're not going to be doing it from scratch like this. At least for AAA. Sculpt Superman, but I don't have a scan of a hand that looks like Superman's hand. Yeah, so the nature of this challenge is that all of this was sculpted from the sphere mesh just by pulling out from one location. So there's been no redynamesh, there's been no any kind of remeshing at all happening other than Sculptris Pro. That's the idea behind this challenge. Like maybe this. Oop, no, don't subdivide, please. Thank you. Maybe this needs to come out more. The shape of this finger, man. I just can't get over the pancake finger here. Let's try to fix the pancake-ness. He's got his hand stuck in a freaking trash compactor here. Okay, so let's landmark here. So we've got that. We've got this. We've got this. So we got this kind of nice staggering happening. Alright. Well, the good news is it looks like a hand. Good news is it looks like a hand. And this is from just my own, looking at my own hand and anatomy that I know. It's nowhere near perfect, but we're making some headway. We are making some headway. Let's see if we can get a little bit more detail kind of coming through here. We get some of this. A little bit more of the thumb to forefinger interaction going in here. I think that may help kind of sell. Hey, get back here. Some plane changes. There we go. Alright, I think this thumb still needs a lot of work. Look at that thumb. Ah! It's looking like it's broken. So I always tend to make my thumbs way too wide. I'm trying to pull that back a little bit. Way too wide thumb man. Way too wide thumb man. Doing things that way too wide thumb man can. Just clean that up a bit. Okay, here's thumbnail. Okay, here's knuckle. Okay, and here is other knuckle. There we go. It's a little bit better. So those forms in there. I think we're still hanging around in the valley of the suck, but at least we're way too wide thumb man. At least we are, you know, we're not in the middle of the valley anymore, which is good. I don't like being in that valley, man. It sucks. I feel like this is fairly solid. Just from secondary forms and read, which is good. I'm actually kind of happy with this. Valleys are horrible, bro. Not really happy with this yet. Maybe we can do a little bit of this kind of skin interaction. Like there's like this, I don't know if you can see it on, but we got like this nice sharp ridge of skin that kind of goes in between there to show that it's like really doing that nice stretchy stretch. Peaks are way better. I agree. Alright, so this skin stretch, at least on my hand, goes like this. To really show some of that tension. Got a little bit secondary going through here, but most of this goes down through there. See how that feels. That feels a little better. You show some of that just really like nice push in the stretch and the push. Alright, still got a long way to go. Got a long way to go. I feel like the size of the pinky is not in line with the size of the hands here. So usually the length of the finger from the fingertip to where it actually, not to the knuckle, but from top of the finger to where it meets your palm is almost the same distance as from there to the bottom of your palm, or at least on the back side. Alright, so this to where it meets the palm shape is almost to the wrist, so the same distance, right? So this distance from here to here, not to here, but to here, should be about the same distance from here to here. And it's what's really interesting. I love size like ratios in the human body. It's so freaking cool, right? So if you look at this distance from here to here is pretty much the same distance. But check this out. This distance from here is almost the same distance as here. That shit blows my mind, man. It's so awesome. So like this distance would be similar to this distance. It actually feels okay. Alright, so same thing for this one to here to here. It's close. Yeah, man, I'd be interested in doing that. I just gotta find the time. It's the time. I like the hand is a little bit thick. The palm feels a little thick. I actually did a full hand sculpting tutorial. Oh, excuse me, hand sculpting tutorial. That's on my Gumroad. If any of you guys are interested in specifically going through doing a hand from a sphere, similar to what we did today, but a little bit more focused on doing like a static hand and then actually going to pose it. Still feel that shape of I think this needs to be closer in here. Be a little bit careful when with the interaction between the width of the finger and the width of the finger here. It's not usually that different. It really depends on the person's hand, but it doesn't really cone shape too much. The time. That's the forever curse. Not enough time, man. Not enough time to hang out with my family. Not enough time to study all the things I want to study. Not enough time to play all the video games I want to play. Not enough time, man. I've always said that the next true inventor, or how'd you say? The next trillionaire, or the first trillionaire, will be the guy or girl who figures out how to stack more than 24 hours into one day. Yeah, I had that same thought for a little while, which was to stop playing so many video games and focus on art. But for being in the video game industry, it's still really important to see the things that are going on, you know? Like the level of craftsmanship that go into, you know, for me, for doing characters in AAA titles. That's super important for me to still see, you know? I try to not spend as much time doing, you know, playing video games anymore, but I still really try, because it's reference for me, really, you know. I think giving it up entirely for me wasn't really a good idea. Still want to be able to still want to be able to know, you know, what's going on in the industry and where the benchmarks are, you know. Get a little bit of pulling, the skin pull coming through here maybe. Alright. We got a couple more minutes until we got to wrap this dude up for the day. Feel like maybe we can just do some quick forms through here. Just see if we can get a little bit more shape before we close it off for the day. Hey yo, that scared the crap out of me. Yeah, I mean, for you know, you gotta if you're in the video game industry, right? I mean, I think if you're in VFX or you know you're doing something besides video games, then you know may not be the best. But being a video game character artist, like, it's still really important for me. So I want to make sure that I still have my finger on the heartbeat. You know what I mean? Sound like a metallic puppy. What do you mean, Seagull? I don't know if I'm getting what you're saying. What are you saying, man? See if we can just get a little bit of form on the end of these fingers real quick before we call it for the day. Okay, one sec. Gotcha. One sec. At least we get some kind of plane changes coming through here just to get a feel for. There's some. Ouch. That one looks like it hurts right here. There we go. Alright. I feel like it's still got a long ways to go. But I'm happy that it looks like a hand. It looks like a hand that's holding a ball. So doing a bas relief with a goal to reproduce painting for blind people. What are you talking about, dude? Yeah, I still not understand what you're saying, Seagull. But I do gotta roll. I gotta roll, guys and gals. It has been a fun challenge. I feel like we've at least conquered the fact that we have a hand holding a ball. Alright? It's got a long way to go. Thank you guys for coming by and hanging out. That was a lot of fun. Again, this is all just using Sculptris Pro in ZBrush 2018. All pulled from one single spot on a sphere. Yeah, that was fun. Some people have tentacle fingers. Yes, they do. Tentacle man, tentacle fingers. Doing things that tentacle fingers can. Alright. Alright, cool. I'll be back in a couple weeks. And I'm working on an idea for my next project. So, it's been kind of random projects for a little bit. And cleaning up the Horizon Zero Dawn fan art one. But I think I'm working on an idea for a longer project, specifically doing all in ZBrush. So hopefully I can get that all squared away and ready to roll in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from today, same bat time, same bat channel. Yeah. Stay tuned later today. I think 4 p.m. Pacific time is Tony Leonard. Amazing artist. So be sure to stick around for Tony. He does some awesome stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys learned a couple things, and most of all, I hope you're inspired to go make your own stuff. So do it. Go make some cool stuff and learn and all that good stuff. Alright, we'll see you guys very soon. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for the awesome time. And we will see you in a couple weeks. Later!